Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode or in this video is the part 2 of our inventory management, which is the version number 2. All right? So if you did not watch yet my part 1, the version 2, I show there how to build this app. Okay, so this is in my YouTube channel. You can just look for the version 2 and then part 1. Let me show you the quick recap in version number 2, the part 1. So we have the stocks inventory here, the release stocks, and then add stocks. Release means minus to the inventory, and here add stocks plus to the inventory. All right, let me just delete this. Okay, I'll show you one quick sample as a quick recap in the part 1 of this video. Okay. So right now here we have 50 all in all category, I mean in all items. Let's say in iPhone 15, I'm gonna release um, iPhone 15. So currently there's 50, then I'm gonna just release let's say 10. So the new available stocks is 40. Okay. Then I will release another one and iPhone 15 again. So I will release again 10. So it should be 30 the available stocks. Sorry, how much is it? Give me a second. So 10, it was 50 before. Now it become 40. I'll release again same stocks and it should be, I will release let's say uh, 20. It should become 20 the available stocks. So you can just wait for a few seconds here. It should change to 20 since I release 20. Once this icon gone, or the quickest way, you can just refresh it. If you don't want to refresh, it's just few seconds, it will change the value here. So it will change to 20. Same goes to add stocks. So here in the iPhone 15, we we released it's just 20 now. So let's say I'm gonna add here 20 iPhone 15. So I'm gonna add 20. Now it should become 40. Once you go back to stocks inventory without refreshing, it will become 40. Okay, it become 40, and then I will add another 10, same items. I'd say I'm gonna add 10. It should become 50 in our inventory. So that is for the part one. We created this setup. So if you want to know how to do that, so better before watching this video, watch first the version 2, part 1 of inventory management. This should become 50 in just few seconds. So it become 50. So the part 2, what we're going to add is what if the user got a mistake in releasing stocks. So our goal for today is if I want to delete this or to void this quantity should go back to the stocks inventory. Same goes here. If I got mistake, this quantity should deduct from the stocks inventory. So that's what we are going to discuss today and to show you how to do that. Okay, I'll show you a sample here. So what exactly you want to expect in this video is, let's say here, in iPhone 15, I have 30 in total. So this is the first transaction was 10 and 20. As you can see, it's 50 right now here. So if I want to delete this 20 should go back to the stocks inventory. So it should become there to 70 in iPhone 15. Just wait for a moment. It's currently 50. In just few seconds, this go back to 70. See, it's 70. So also, this is a multiple void item. I mean, you can void same item as you like. So this, let's say this is 20 again. Gonna add the same. So currently, so I'm gonna add the same. Let's say 20 again. Let's wait. I want to make it zero. We'll see. Okay, it should change in a, so now it's 30. I'm gonna release 30 iPhone 15 to make it zero. So the total quantity that we release in this iPhone 15, if you sum all of this is equals to 5080. Okay. So just wait. Let us just wait to make it zero without refreshing, or you can just refresh it as you like. So now the inventory for iPhone 15 is becomes zero, and the total release tax here is how much? 5080. What if I want to void all of this? So this 80 in total should go back to the inventory in 15. So when once I click this, let's say I'm gonna void multiple items. Okay, so I'm expecting 80 in quantity in iPhone 15 in stocks inventory. I'm gonna delete this. Once I delete, I would now it's zero here. To make it quick, I'm gonna just refresh it. Okay. Okay. As you can see in the iPhone 15, it's already 80. Release tax, I deleted it. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to do that. Same goes to add stacks. When you delete it, it should deduct in the inventory. All right. And also, what we're gonna do, we have to monitor the voided transaction. So in order to do that, we have to create a table every time the user delete the stocks inventory, I mean the release stocks. We should have a copy of it. Uh, what are those items that they delete? Okay, let's proceed to the tutorial. Okay, so right here I have three table. So currently I have this add stocks, release stocks, and stocks inventory. Let's focus first in this release stocks. How I did that. Okay, so just to show you the structure of this table of the release stocks, this inventory management, I did not allow edits. So, in every system, I would suggest no edits. Once it's posted, once they added the data here, they have no way to edit that data. However, the system should be also flexible. We should give an options for those mistakes. So the only option to correct the mistake is to delete or to void. As you can see, it allows adds and deletes. Okay, so if you want to know in about the explanation in each column, you can go to the part 1, version 2 of this video. So this is my column. Now let's proceed to automation. Just a quick recap, doing automation using Webhook, you have to enable your the integration here. Okay, you click IN, then you have to enable the access key. Without enabling it, you cannot do this automation. In this inventory management, we're using a webhook only. So we're not using any behavior action, which is in my previous video, the inventory management. I I use the version 1, I use the behavior, but I received so many comments, some of them got confused. So this is the easiest way. So here, I named that task as release, delete release task, or you can name as you like. Then what you're gonna do is to choose the table wherein you're gonna trigger this event, which is in my table, it's the release task. So that's why I choose that table. Then you're gonna preset. This is an option. So custom, I would suggest using custom if you are updating another AppSheet app. Since we are only using it in internal, like the same AppSheet I'm updating, I'm the owner also. So you can just use AppSheet API. And then in app ID here, you have to select, since I have so many apps here, you have to select the current app. So which is the current app ID is here. You can just go to your option. You can see the app ID. Okay. Then target table I want to edit is the stocks inventory, which is every time I trigger the event, I'm on releasing stocks. Here, in release stocks, it should update the stocks inventory accordingly as per item code. So the in stocks inventory, the key column here is the item code, which is the unique one. Then this is the important part, which is the body. The body here is different in is I'm using a different formula in body. In releasing stocks, I use different as well. If you want to see, just look for the watch for the version 2, part 1 of this video. So here I use the it is important if you want to update anything in the table, make sure to include the column which is the key column. So the key column in stocks inventory is the item code. You have to encode it and match it with the current table, which is you are triggering the event. So here I use filter, which is also similar to select. So what I did here is filter. I'm gonna filter the stocks inventory within this row. You know, when you're adding here, when you're deleting, what is the row? So this row item code is equals to the item code in stocks inventory. So this is how it goes. So we have to look for an item code which is similar to release stocks. Since the unique key in stocks inventory is item code, so I choose the item code. Then make sure all of these symbols must be there, must be correct. And make sure you open with these two arrows, and close with this. And then here is the available stocks wherein we're gonna update the available stocks column in stocks inventory, which is this one. So to update that one, I use is select expression, which is select stocks inventory available stocks. So the target is the available stocks here. So this column, we're in the uh, current form that I'm using here in release stocks. Here, let's say the item code is equals to the item code of the stocks inventory. Then close that expression. You have to use the plus sign and this row quantity. So so meaning whatever we delete in the current form, let's say in a current table, I mean, let's say we are deleting a specific row, whatever is the quantity there, it should add to the available stocks in stocks inventory. Okay, so don't worry guys, this sample expression, I'm gonna just paste it or I'm gonna give you a link to copy this expression, okay, to make it easy for you. So that's how it works. So now we what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply here in add stocks. I didn't yet add anything here. So in add stocks, I mean in add stacks, then if you delete, if you void, it should also add here in the available stocks. I mean, no, sorry. It should deduct. So whenever someone, let, okay, let's make a sample. Sorry. Okay, so iPhone 10, let's say I'm gonna add 50. The current stocks as of moment is 50. I mean, when I add, the new available stock should become 100. Okay, so here it should become 100 in few seconds. Let's say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, less than 10 seconds, guys. So now iPhone 10 become 100. Now our goal is whenever we delete this or void this 50 should minus to our inventory. So in this case, it will not happen because we did not yet add a formula for that. As you can see, I already deleted, but nothing happens. Okay, let's go back. So in the release tags, I mean in delete release tags, you can simply copy the same formula. Let's say Control All, Control Copy. Then I'm gonna create a new task. Then create a no, call a webhook. Then I'm gonna just name this delete stocks, delete add stocks. So this is the name of the, so the target, I mean the table which is will trigger this is the add stocks. Then choose AppSheet API. Then you're gonna just choose which is the target table. The target table is the stocks inventory. Then I'm gonna just paste formula that I copied in release stocks, delete release stocks. But this time, gonna do is just change this plus into minus. Okay, so now we are minusing instead of adding. So that's how you're gonna add it whenever you delete something or you void something in add stocks. Okay, same formula. And to trigger this event, or we need to create a boot. Okay, so just to show you in release stacks, delete release stacks, I'm triggering this during deletes only, of course, during delete. Then same, then we're gonna add a new boot, then create custom boot. I'm gonna name this as delete add stocks. So this is in add stocks table. So here I'm gonna name this event. I'm gonna name the same to make it easier for me to recognize. So I'm gonna just put it delete, and then like that one. Then trigger this during deletes only, and make sure you change the table. So the table here should be whenever you, which table you're gonna trigger this boot. So should be in add stacks. You can apply certain condition, but in this case there is no need for certain condition. Okay, then we're gonna add a step, custom step. I'm gonna name the same, delete add stocks. Then follow webhook, click this, then here you have to select the task that you just created, which is delete add stocks. Once done, hit save. Let's do a quick test. Make sure that we don't have any errors in our HTTP body. So you can just click test, and once you did not see any red warning, it should be correct. And since we don't have a data here, we cannot test the boot. Instead, we're gonna test directly in our app. Just wait. No internet connection. Okay. No any error. All right. Now let's test the app. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just edit this into 50, all of them, to make it easier. So this one should be 50, and iPhone 15 should be 50. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna trigger a bulk edit. Now it should be all become 50. Now we're gonna add the stocks. So I want to add the stocks and make it 50-50 all. Okay. So starting from iPhone 10, I'm gonna add 50. So all of them should be become 100. Then iPhone 11. We can also trigger individual deletes. So this is iPhone 12. Let's try if we can. So let's go to iPhone 13, then iPhone 14, then the last one, iPhone 15. Okay. This add stock should be become 100. So it slowly change. There is a changes already. So just the balance is the iPhone 14 and 15, wherein it should be updated in less than few seconds. So it's all updated. So now it's all 100. So what if I'm gonna just trigger a delete? Oh, I got mistake for this iPhone 15 input. There's no way I can edit it, but you can void. So this 50 should be deducted from the stocks inventory. So here we have currently 100. I want to delete this iPhone 15 entry. I'm gonna delete. It should go back to 50. If it's correct, then if it's become 50, then our automation is correct. Let me see. Still loading here. Okay. Okay. So it's changed to 50. And then if we are doing multiple or bulk delete, all of this should deduct from the stocks inventory. So all our stocks inventory should go back to the previous value, which is 50. I'm gonna delete this and go back here. This all of this 100 should become 50. Let's watch if it's change. Okay, still we have icon number 2 here, like two sync remaining. Once it's become 0 in less than few seconds, it will update accordingly. So now the sync is done. As you can see, it become all 50. So what we need is, the problem with this is, once someone delete, we don't have like an icon, like a table or a view that monitors delete. So we need to know what are those items that has been deleted. So to solve that issue, we have to create another table. Okay, that's the view source. I'm gonna show you. So every time someone's delete, we need to capture that data and place it somewhere. wherein we can monitor um, those deletes. What are those items that we deleted? So to do that, this is a bonus in this inventory management. So we can do we can create an action. So let's first add a new table here. So this is my, so I'm gonna name this table as, let's say, I'm gonna just void history. So what I'm gonna do, just copy whatever columns you have here and then put it here like that. But what we're gonna do is, in order to monitor the timings and the date where when it was deleted, I'm gonna add some date and time column here. Okay, yeah. Okay, and this here is the date and time. Wherein it captures, and also if you are sharing this into multiple user, in order to monitor who deletes the data or who updates the data, you can include always one column here. Let's say it's a email user email, and then, or you can apply a, you can create a, what you call this, a virtual column to add user email column. Okay, if you want to add that one, then here, so we have this table. What we're gonna do is we're gonna upload this to AppSheet and see, that should be version 2. Okay, inventory management. Then I'm gonna just select that one and void history. So I don't want deletes, I want only add. No one should delete that one. Then we're gonna view columns. Then we're gonna use the unique ID, I mean the ID, as a key column. But this, in this time, we don't need to put a formula, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna we're gonna copy the unique ID in another column. Then date and time, it's here already. It's already here. So I'm gonna just delete this. Okay, and regenerate the this column. Date and time should be, keep it into date and time also. Then we're gonna apply a formula here, which is uh, now. Then item name, quantity. That's all. It should be all good. Then let's go to the UX. Let's create a separate view for this. So let's say here I'm gonna add void history. I wanted it to be table view. So table delete. Okay, let's say I'm gonna keep it on the leftmost, then table view, all columns, and let's save. So I'm gonna release tax. So I'm gonna specify this. Just wait, guys. Okay, all good. And the column, save. Then once you're done for your view, it should also here delete history. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna create an action. This time we don't want we can use webhook, and also we can use an action. But in this case, we can use a behavior action. So just click new action, then select which table. So this one, release tax. So we're gonna trigger this in release tax and this choose this function, the toy. Okay. Choose this function, this behavior, copy. Where is that? Look for the up. Add new row to another table using values of this row. So we're gonna use that, and the target table is the void history. So I'm gonna name this action as copy voided release. Then what we're gonna do, we can just set an actions here. So set value for ID. I'm gonna just keep it like this. This row dot ID. Then another one is item name. So you can just keep here this row item name. Save. Then I'm gonna copy also the item code. Then the last is the quantity. So if you have a user email, you can capture the someone who delete this quantity. Okay. Then I don't want to show this appearance, do not display, and then go to the UX. So we're gonna trigger this during delete. We cannot go to the UX. So we need to create an automation for this. So let's save first before we create an automation. So here, what we're gonna do is to create a boot to trigger this automation that we just recently created. So I'm gonna create custom boot. So here, I'm gonna just name this copy deleted release stacks. Then configure the event, create custom event. Then here I'm gonna name this same. Maybe I will just copy this. Okay. Then trigger on deletes, and we need to change the table. The table is release tax. Then add step, create custom step. So the step will be gonna name the same. Then here choose run a data action. Then the one that we just created here, copy voided release tax, and it should be good. So that's how to trigger the behavior or the action. Then once we're done for that, let's try. So I will make only a sample in release tax here. So you can just copy the same sample and put it in add stacks as well. So if you can create two views or two tables for each if you wherein you want to copy the voided items. So now we'll try release tax. See, I'm gonna release a stocks. For example, I'm gonna release this time iPhone 14. Then the current available stocks is 50. I'm gonna say 30. So there should be 20 available there. No, let's make it little bit. 20 also. So 30 available. Then once we go to our stocks inventory, it should change the iPhone 14 into 30. So what if now I delete this? If I delete this, it should update the quantity and also copies the here. Let's wait. So it should go here in the uh, delete history release tags. You can rename this as you like, guys. So just wait. Currently here there is an icon. It should display here that see it copy the one that we delete. It's copied here. Okay, but you can see a plus sign. We will hide it. And in stocks inventory, it go back to the inventory. So let's hide this plus sign. So make sure when you're doing this, make sure you enable add, but you can hide this plus sign. So to hide the plus sign, since we don't want someone to go there, I mean to add manually, you can go to the find that table in the behavior. So the table is delete stocks history, I believe, avoid history. There is an add sign here. What you can do is just go to appearance and scroll down here, do not display. And in that case, you can add, you can still add in the table using action only. You cannot add manually. So once we refresh it, so what if we have a multiple delete in release tags? So it should also copy the one that we deleted in multiple or in bulk. Okay, so let's try. So now as you can see, the plus sign is gone. So release tags, let's say I'm gonna add more, let's say iPhone 10. So let's say 50, then iPhone 11, let's say 50 also. Let's add three sample, guys. Then iPhone 12, 50 also. So this remaining stock should be all zero now. Once I go to my stocks inventory, this 10 and 11 and 12 should become zero in just few seconds. It's zero. And once I delete this, our goal is to copy all of this to here. If you did multiple action, I mean, if you did a multiple delete or a bulk delete, they called it. Just click that, check, check this, check this, check this, and delete. Hopefully, it will copy this tree. And once we go here, let's just wait. Once the sync is done, so it's showing here, it's syncing in the background. So currently we have three sync. So two, once it's done, then it should copy all the deleted release tags. That's what we are expecting. So guys, if you have any question regarding this video or any questions, you can just leave a comment or you can send me an email. And hope if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you learned something in this video, please subscribe or share to your friends for those who don't know yet how to use AppSheet. So here, we successfully copy all the deleted items here in the release tags, and it's become 50. It go back to the previous available stocks. So thank you so much for watching. Any questions, leave a comment. And that's all. And see you next time to my next video. Might be there is a part 3 of this. Just wait. I'm gonna update some of cool features in inventory management. All right. And see you next time in my next video.